Fact 1. This pasta contains a lot of vitamins. Please do not eat it. There was once an entity on Animal Jam known as the Forgotten. It wasn't very well known, but it was very strange. Anyway, when you click the user card of the character, you would see a black wolf with no eyes. The background has also been slightly altered. There was no username printed on it, just the picture. The Forgotten first appeared back in December 2012. A few users reported seeing a black wolf in the background of MP Shiva in the mountain map. They believed that it was just someone using a glitch or a hack, but they were wrong. The Forgotten was not a simple player of the game, nor was it a glitch. This wolf was supposed to be a new animal. It was going to be a golden jackal, a Kansid native to North and Northeastern Africa. They used the wolf model to represent them because the final animal was still planning. Probably wondering how I know this now. Well, I had a friend who used to work for National Graphic, the company that runs Animal Jam. He quit shortly after the planning of the animal started. However, a designer called Excel, or just X for short, had the idea for this animal. He wanted to change Animal Jam's kid-friendly appeal to make it more serious. For example, Excel wanted to have different animations for the jackal. Now, the normal animations in this game are pretty simple. You can walk around, jump, dance and sleep. Excel wanted to add biting and clawing animations just like those of the real jackals. Some were skeptical at first, but they decided to allow it as long as it did not hurt other players. So he continued to work on his new animal. A few more meetings later, Excel's ideas evolved. The concept art was very realistically drawn, going against the more cartoony style of the rest of the game. He wanted a setting that would show blood, but the director shut this idea down. It had to be completely kid-friendly. This agitated him. Of course, he secretly kept the setting, ignoring the others. He evolved more on his idea, but a co-worker figured Excel's plans out and told the developers. They decided that perhaps he was not fit for this team and asked him to leave the next day. But Excel would not, saying that it was important children see what real wild animals could do. The very night Excel stayed behind, he was determined to get the golden jackal out there. So he hit one of the servers and added it. The original name of the server was Nile. To those online, it now appeared to read Hell. Things on the Hell server were different. Users experienced odd things. In the arcade room, none of the games would work, except for one, the horse racing game known as Jamal Derby. If you won the game and got to the finish line first, you would see a black wolf standing there. It never did anything, but it would not move. If you went to your den, the floor would be red, the blood red. The wolf would also be there, watching you silently. But the scariest thing was, if you tried to log out, the game would not let you. Instead, the entity would appear. A message under it read, "This is a real animal. This is how real animals play." After about 5 seconds, the screen would switch to multiple pictures. They were pictures of wounds made by all sorts of animals. They were horrible, disgusting pictures. Claw marks, bite wounds, diseases spread by the injuries. Many of them would flash by you before fading to black. Then the picture of a real golden jackal would appear. I am the Forgotten. All of the users on that server lost their accounts. They were not able to make new ones to spread the word. Animal Jam did a very good job of covering up the whole things, and for a while things were quiet. Until a few users started noticing the wolf in random places around the game. Animal Jam responded to this by saying that it was just a harmless bug in the game and pay it to no mind. The Forgotten did not go away. Sometimes you will see it in random places throughout the game. It could be anywhere from 1 second to 10 minutes. Sometimes you will see it, and it still stands there, doing nothing, watching the game that it once could have been part of. I am the Forgotten.